right now out of the San Fernando Valley.
Yeah, Desmond Shaw live in SkyCal over the pursuit of a suspected drunk driver. Desmond, this person is going really fast.
Yeah, they really are here, Susie and Chauncey, and that was not the case earlier in the pursuit. We had heard speeds of 50 or so miles an hour, but now almost double that here, almost up to 90 miles an hour. BMW, I believe it's a 3 Series sedan. These can definitely be capable cars, even in their base model configuration. So this was initially a DUI, but what's interesting is when this got into the West Valley off the 118 right around DeSoto, we had heard LAPD say that the helicopter saw them throw something out the window, and LAPD has reason to believe that that was a gun that they threw out the window. So if officers stopped and recovered that, we didn't hear that on the traffic. Most likely they did. But it went into Ventura County briefly over into Simi Valley to the easternmost exit there, Cooner, and then came back through the Santa Susana Pass, and now we're on the 118. So we've been on the freeway pretty much the entire time. LAPD had backed off into tracking mode, but after they threw that alleged gun out the window, it sounded like the watch commander wanted to re-engage. So this is an active pursuit now as we are making our way towards the Eastern Valley, eastbound 118, headed towards the 5. Chauncey, Susie, Mike?
I want to bring Mike Rogers from the desk into this conversation. Mike, the fact that this person has a gun, I mean, that's, you know, going up. I mean, the security level for law enforcement officials, that's going up significantly from the get-go of this chase.
Right. And when that happened, we learned that there was more than one person in the car because the LAPD officer said it was a passenger that opened the door and may have tossed that out. Now, they had units that were trying to locate it, go back and try to figure out where it was, if they could figure it out and find it. The other thing that we're kind of gleaning from this, this is the original one is DUI, right? LAPD almost never chases DUI drivers, right? So there is something else going on here, we believe. Of course, you have the alleged gun that was thrown out. The other indication here is that we have George units that are in this pursuit, which are the gang units. That is the division's gang enforcement division that is involved in this. So it is very possible that these officers know who these people are. The alleged reckless driving or DUI driving was the reason for the initial stop. But potentially, once they get their hands on these guys, there could be more than that in play here, which is why we haven't seen them give up the pursuit at these high speeds and why they are still involved in this and why they also didn't give it to CHP. And I'm listening to them now. They're going to re-engage. They were in a bit of a tracking mode back and forth, although the night sun never went away. But they just gave the order to go ahead and fully re-engage back into this pursuit.
Mike, how many people are in this car, allegedly?
Well, obviously there's a driver. We've heard of one passenger, so at least 2. But as we always talk about, of course, they've got dark windows, so it's a little bit hard to see in there. But we only know that there's at least an additional person because the back door opened, and that's when the alleged gun came out. So that's how we know there's at least one more person in there. And you see that patrol unit there from LAPD that is now right on their tail as they've kind of re-engaged in this.
Yeah, I mean, talk about, the safety level for the public. I mean, that's what law enforcement officials definitely are concerned about tonight. We have someone who is not only speeding, but possibly had a gun inside the car, whether they threw that out or not, or possibly have another one. They don't know that. And then also the fact that this person was originally wanted for being intoxicated or driving under the influence. These are dangerous characteristics for sure for a suspect to be out.
And Des just had a shot inside the front windshield, and it looked like I could see, and Des, correct me if I'm wrong, it looked like I could see a front passenger in the window there. So if I remember correctly hearing it on the radio, it was a rear passenger that opened the door and tossed the gun. So we're at a point where we're talking about a driver, a potential front passenger, and a potential rear passenger. Des, did you see a front passenger there?
Yeah, definitely did. Definitely took that opportunity to look through the window there to see if we could see a passenger, and indeed there was one in the front. So for sure, 2 people in the front seat, maybe 1 or 2 in the back as well, as we make a southbound turn here onto San Fernando Road, paralleling the Metrolink tracks. All
right, Des, so just listening to some radio traffic here, they are asking those ground units to kind of tighten up. They are talking about even post-pursuit tactics here where they are talking about if people run, we do want to chase them. So whatever the deal is with these guys, it does appear that it's probably going to end up being more than just a DUI driver, just somebody that was under the influence. And again, we usually don't see LAPD chase drivers that are only wanted for something such as DUI. And Des, we're coming up into surface streets, just looks like near Whiteman Airport now, right?
That's right. We are on the north end of Whiteman Airport here. Pierce Street and Paula Avenue making a northbound turn. And here is a housing project right here where we have seen several other pursuits in the past terminate. So let's see. There has been more than one pursuit where they've come into this area and then gotten out and run. And it's taken authorities a long time to find them. So let's see if that was the strategy here. But yeah, like you said, Mike, the LAPD, they have tightened it up. They are right there. They don't want to give too much distance. We've seen so many times when these suspects, especially if they're quick, they only need 10 or 15 seconds to potentially get away. And indeed, we are making the turn, into this housing project here on the north end of Whiteman Airport. And so we'll see if they're going to bail from the car right here, or what the strategy is if they're going to continue this. If they are going to bail, they're probably not going to get very far as the suspect gets ready to go right underneath us here. But pretty slow speeds. You saw a couple of moves there trying to go on the wrong side of the road to evade the authorities. And here we go. Doors are open, and we've got one, two, three people running.
Let's stick with the car.
Three people
the car's
running.
Still going.
And we're going to stick with, so we had 4 people in the car. Maybe there's even another, but at least 4 in the vehicle there. The driver letting out the passengers, and they are continuing now in this BMW around Lehigh Street, around the perimeter of the housing project. So we'll see if we'll just have to listen to the radio traffic if LAPD had enough units there that were ready to get out and chase down the other people that were in that vehicle.
Yeah, and Des, as we start the 9 o'clock hour, joined by Pat Harvey, Gio and Norris here at the anchor desk with us. Guys, in and out of these projects, we already lost 3 passengers. We'll see if the driver's going to jump out here.
This is very interesting, Mike, and of course Des upstairs. This is while that CHP right. Boxing this car in, looks like, Des. I'm going to let you take it over from here. We just wanted to acknowledge that this is KCAL News at 9 o'clock. Oh, he's out.
Yeah, and all of a sudden just parking the vehicle inside the lines and giving up. And hands are out and getting down on the pavement and immediately complying after dropping off those passengers. So most likely the last person left in the car. And, this is interesting because, Mike was saying that it sounded like it was one of the passengers that allegedly, threw a gun out the window. So kind of interesting here. Maybe 2 things intersected with some potential DUI driving, but maybe there was someone else in the car that had something else going on. So this was kind of a weird pursuit, but, it seemed like after they were dropped off the passengers, this driver was all too willing to get out and comply. Usually it's the other way around. It's usually the passengers that comply and the driver that gets out and runs. So kind of a reverse situation here off of Norris Avenue and Pierce Street in Pacoima. LAPD clearing the vehicle. We're going to have the driver giving up here, but now the question is if LAPD got those other people that were in the vehicle, if they were able to get them in handcuffs yet.
All right, thanks so much, Desmond. And I believe we are going to go on to our coverage of the Democratic National Convention. And of course, that's, they're not, if he's not in handcuffs, yes, I don't know if we can call this a code for it necessarily, but at the same time, it looks like they are pretty much finished with their business.